This topic is way past due, and it was just in a matter of time that I was going to get back to bringing up this issue into the forefront to all of those who are watching this video. And you know the reason why is because I did a video way back that I said that I was going to continue to bring this issue back up until someone present to me a scripture and verse stated and proven that numerology is an abomination to the creator of the universe and is all evil. And still to this day, I have not seen the scripture and the verse stated and proven that it is an abomination to the creator of the universe. For all of those who study numerology, men or women, are already familiar that this is a topic or subject that is hated upon in the Christian community and other people. And you know the reason why is simply because they go by what they have heard and what's been constantly beaten into their heads by Reverend Pochop, Reverend Chicken Wing, and then all of these so-called Sunday school teachers. They ain't teaching nothing or anything to these folks was in the Bible at all in a lot of these churches. But you know what? The main thing is that, which I almost forgot, another sector of folks, but they are from Christians and these other people, the ones who so-calledly say, all right, I have looked at this topic concerning numerology, and then they look at the definition and they see two words that they don't even understand at all, which is divination and the occult, and they say, I have done research on this. No, they go by what they have heard from their so-called pastors, Reverend Pochop, Reverend Chicken Wing, and these so-called Sunday school teachers, what has been beaten up inside of their heads. If you understanding what I'm talking about. And then when they look at those two words that they don't even understand, then the first thing that they will go run to is Deuteronomy 18th chapter 9th through the 14th verse, saying that I have the burden of proof in my courtroom to state that numerology is an abomination to the creator of the universe and it's all evil and it's not even sanctioned at all. And nothing is farther from the truth. But you know what it is? They go to Deuteronomy 18th chapter 9 through the 14th verse like it's a goddamn love affair. They are so in love with this. And then, you know what's so amazing to me about this? They go run to that based on what they have heard, not by actual research of looking at what is going on when God immediately gave the instructions to Moses to give the instruction to the Levites and the priests. They don't even look at the whole picture of actually what is going on. Let me tell all of you something for a short moment. There are two sides to this Deuteronomy 18th chapter. When God was giving the instruction to Moses to give to the Levites not to have an inheritance with issues, it's totally actually two. But you know what? The Christian world and all of these other people who extremely hate on numerology, and then they see that word divination in Deuteronomy 18th chapter, they don't even have a clue about what is going on and try to get the understanding. And you know the reason why is simply because they have been infiltrated into their doctrines for so long. And I tell you, the elites are really laughing down at them. They are. And so it's just like I remember a while back And I remember this plain as clear, that there was someone that sit there and said that, well, numerology is all evil and that word is not even in the Bible. And you know what I told this person? Straight up and blunt. Even if I showed you all of the facts right in front of your face by actual research, you would not still accept it. So, in other words, you're wasting my time and yours, and you're not wanting to learn nothing. And then this particular person saying, yeah, I want to learn. No, you just want to see what I know based on my research on this particular topic. True and actual research, not going by emotions based on what someone else has told him or her. And this is what I told in my podcast a while back. No matter how many facts that you throw in a person's face based on deep investigation and research, they are not going to accept it due to their brainwashing of what has been told to him or her based on their investigation. They're just not. And you know the reason why? It's simply because they choose to be comfortable in their doctrines. They choose to be extremely comfortable. And so, it's just like I had another incident with this Jezebel. And excuse me, all women, and you know for a fact, I do not say that word or whatever against someone unless they deserve that particular title. And for all of the intelligent women who are numerologists and study this topic, is way much smarter than this Jezebel and probably could defeat her with an inch, with a finger. Now, this Jezebel name, and I'm going to call her out, Sedona Dragotta, and I don't know what the hell type of name is that, came all on my channel. Trolling. And then gonna sit there and say that why numerology is so dangerous. And nowhere in that argument I did not see nothing. No biblical proof or anything saying that, well, this numerology is extremely dangerous. And then, not only that, I'm going to tell you this. Due to all of the trolling, because she wasn't nothing but giving but fallacies and all of that. And all of you numerologists will probably laugh about this one. That I remember this extremely well. That she sit there and said that why this is so dangerous, and then she turned it back and said it in the Bible that, well, numerology is not biblical, and then turn around and use 666. I tell you, does that not sound like a contradiction? And then she want to change a word around just after when I saw that, want to put maybe or whatever. What is it then? What is it then? And then, not only that, this lady don't even know what the hell she was talking about. Then I don't even know for the life of me, why in the world would you even bring up the Fibonacci sequence? And then you said the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio are the same. And I sit there and I'm like, I can just nod my head. Any numerologist that has been studying numerology for quite some time know that they are not identical to each other. There are a couple similarities to it, but they are not identical to each other, because this person don't even understand that it ain't nothing but talking about the secrets of nature, but that's too high for her. And you know the reason why is because the Apostle Paul sit there and said in 1 Corinthians second chapter 14 verse that the natural man cannot understand the things of God, and because they are foolishness unto him. And these are things that are foolishness unto her. And then gonna sit there and say they are man-made and everything. How in the world do you think God spoke to the apostles then? How in the world do you think Moses sit there and brought the tabernacle then if they were man-made? You better start learning how to use questioning, logic, and reason. But it's just this. This last one, I had to really throw my hands up when I saw it, when she put this on another person's comment page. When someone said there's a book called Numbers, and then another person said, come on God, I remember this till this day. She sit there and said that the book of Numbers is not based on numerology, and then sit there and said that it's all based on the census of Israel. All in the Bible, and then she sit there and say all through the Bible that God was punishing them throughout, and I had to throw my hands up. I really did have to throw my hands up, cause I know for a fact she was lying. But anybody who wants me to do a short lesson on this, you can comment in the comment section down below. I do a short lesson on this. Cause I sit there and I told her, you was lying. You sit there and lie. Cause I know where you got it from. You took a little bit from the Wikipedia and you wasn't even reading what was going on in the Wikipedia. And then you twisted it around in your own words to make it seem like it was right into your own opinion. And I told her, I don't like bullshit and crap like that. So then gonna sit there and tell me that I don't want the smoke or whatever. And I'm like, you need to sit your Jezebel ass down somewhere. You ain't nothing but a waste of my time. And I told her, you can't present to me the scripture and the verse, then quit wasting my time. And knowing that she didn't even listen to the video, the first thing that she ran to is Deuteronomy 18 chapter 9 through the 14th verse, what I mentioned in that video or whatever. Cause like I said, I'm not going by what someone else has heard. And you know what about this? She sit there and said that, well, we're not supposed to do divination just because of Deuteronomy 18 chapter. Nothing is further for the truth. I'm trying my best not to contradict myself, but I got to say this so badly. Really badly. Now, the Deuteronomy 18 chapter issue that they have a problem with, and a lot of you probably don't know who they are. A lot of the Christians and the other people. Now, if divination was all evil, just because of this verse, when Moses was getting the instruction from God, the creator of the universe himself, to write the Levirate law to the priests and the Levites, then why in the world did he do it? And he was the same one who wrote that law. He did divination, and I find that amazing. But what they did was, excuse me, what happened is that you find a lot of these Christians, they're not going to do actual research and search this out. And then not only that, I find it amazing. Just like I remember posing her the question, if divination was all evil, why did Daniel, and I said Moses, why did the apostles, and then not only that, why did David, a man's after God's own heart, do it? If this so-called divination was all evil. Now, you got to understand this when you're doing actual research. and looking at it very closely. The Bible will say one thing in one spot and then say it in the other. But when it comes to the atheist eye, looking at this, cause I give them credit, cause they look at this and like, what in the world is this talking about? This looks like a contradiction to me. But a lot of the Christians would not even have no answer for it. But here it is that a lot of people don't understand that you tell that these folks who are in Christianity and these other folks that a lot of the prophets in the Bible and the apostles did divination, they will be mad. It's just like another topic. I give a little bit of leeway towards the 10% of the Christians when it's concerning tithing. They'll tell you in the church that it's about money, and it's not at all. But they'll go run to Malachi, and then they'll go to Deuteronomy 14th, and they ain't really doing no actual research to see what in the world is going on in the text when the creator of the universe was giving these instructions to the prophets. So just like this Jezebel woman, I was so done. And then I had to tell her, you want to turn around and apologize, and your apology wasn't real. And based on the way that you worded it towards me, it was another insult. Cause it was built on fallacies. Then want to talk about she want to debate me in my front room, and I'm like, you just a waste of my time. Go get someone like Stephen Bankoff or somebody that I debate one of them. But this video has been too long because I know I done made a lot of people mad and upset. Thank you and have a great and awesome evening. I'll be interested in seeing what the comment section say. And a lot of you who come at me or whatever, just like this Jezebel did, you better be careful because I will be calling you out.